and everything. I'm enjoying my Saturday night. I'm off at the Smokers. Know that I work doubles on some weekends, every other weekend, so I'm off tonight. And how you doing, gorgeous?
I'm good. I'm good.
No doubt. And how your Saturday going?
It's going.
mine, mine has been pretty relaxing, other than shoot, between the basketball game, backlash for WWE. I had so much shit I had to watch. And then, of course, being a podcast, I got to keep up with everything. The diss tracks that been dropping and all that good stuff. And yeah, I got a lot of podding to do tomorrow.
Right.
Oh, goodness. So, so how has 2024 been for you, Miss Lady? Because,
Whew. Um, it's been a little crazy. So I moved from the West Coast to the East Coast.
okay.
Um, so I did that. And yeah, I'm just living life right now.
Yes, because it, how it feels to when you got the business that it's a good thing to be a hot wife.
Um, yeah, I mean, it has its challenges up and down. There's a lot to this business that no one tells you when you get into it.
Oh yeah.
Um, a lot.
Mhm. So it's kind of like, what's the one thing that you found out that you didn't know?
Um, you are extremely, if you're not married, you are extremely lonely. Um,
Expound,
also,
expound. Okay. First of all, let me say this: you can talk freely. This is the Smokers Lounge. You can speak your mind. You can
uh,
cuss, what have you. Because we bring the smoke on here. The smokers know. We talk the real about the business. Because, see, I'm a retired porn star myself. So I know the business. I know the headaches, the positioning, all
yeah,
that stuff. So we about to, trust me, we chopping it up tonight, baby.
um, yeah, it's lonely. It's lonely in this business if you're not married. Also, not all dick is good dick. Um, just because you have a dick does not mean that you should be in this business. Now,
Yeah.
a man in this business should already know that if you do a collab or something,
Hmm.
how many times can most men do a collab in a day? How many times can they pop?
Hmm.
There's some men out there that can only pop once a day,
Yeah.
maybe if you get lucky, and can only do one collab a day because his he just can't get his dick hard after one collab.
Oh, you would have loved working with me, then. I'm retired now. No, I did 6 in a day.
I
So,
mean,
you know what I'm saying? But no, I get what you're saying, because that's part of a dude knowing who he is. And he has
yes,
to be realistic.
and like for us women, yeah, we can do 3 or 4 in a day. That's not an issue. So if you're in this business and you're a man, you need to be able to do that. And don't be in this business if you really can't do this. And don't be in this business just to be out here acting like your shit doesn't stink all the time and you're Mr. So called perfect and all of that, because we all have our flaws. We
Hmm.
all have flaws. We all talk to people that somebody doesn't like.
Hmm.
And just because you do a collab or you're friends with this person that this group of people don't like, then they don't like you. We are not in fucking high school. I don't know where these girls and guys have got it in their head that you fuck with him, we don't fuck with you. Well, okay, but this is not high school. Just because your friend had a beef with him doesn't mean that you have a beef with him and that you have a beef with me. And keep your beef off of Twitter. If you're in it for the porn, if you have issues with someone, take it down the road. Now, I will say, I did say, a few things about someone on Twitter because I have a strong belief on something. And my belief is we don't use the N word.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, I will not be associated with someone that does that, period. And if you tell your fans, well, that's what my fans like. Everybody likes that. That's why they like my content. Well, you can use it when you're filming, but keep those words off of Twitter.
Well, with that being said, hello, smokers. Welcome to
I'm
the
not talking about anybody in specific, but if you know, you know. So,
yeah.
I
So
mean, you can find out very easily going onto my Twitter and looking at my page and see who I called out. That's no issue.
mm,
I'm not the same person that started in this industry. I'm back to who I was, where I don't give two fucks of if I hurt your feelings, I hurt your feelings. Oh, well, grow some balls. And why is everybody's feelings always hurt in this industry? He doesn't want to collab with me. She doesn't want to collab with me. They don't like big girls. They don't do this. They don't do that. Well, first, before you talk to someone, go look at their content and who they film with. If you never see them filming with a big girl and you're a big girl, don't slide in their DM because they're going to hurt your feelings.
yeah. Hey, give me one sec. Hello, smokers. How y'all doing? Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know I am Cameron Summer Champ. Find me one link, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. For sponsors, gonna get through these suckers quick because y'all see this is a hot show. This is gonna be a fun show. Might be a 2 hour. But anyway, first up, eroticismmagazine.com. Next up, blusherotica.com, as well as the Kinky Candle Company on Etsy, as well as the Queen of Law herself, Mitchell Ferrari. Links in the description. Also, you can find me 5 days out the week at fullswatradio.com. Also, at skyhawkafterdarktv.com, as well as the BGPLLC app. So as y'all see, we just started off hot, and you can see this gorgeous, beautiful lady that when I went on her Twitter page and checked her out and saw that nice ass, that pretty smile, and now I even like it even more because I love that personality. I'm gonna shut up and let this sexy ass hot wife introduce herself.
Hey guys, I'm Nikki James. You can find me on Twitter at XXX Nikki James. And that's all you need to do. You can find everything you need to know about me.
So, as you heard, it started off. Somebody done pissed her the fuck off. And
I'm not.
see,
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad.
no, but see, everything that you're saying is real shit. Let's keep it 100 because I've been in the business 15 years.
It is. It is
And
true.
I've been in that position where, as a producer, as a male talent, someone badmouthed me. I've lost models because other producers wanted to hate on me because they don't want that girl to shoot with me because they want to be the first one to shoot her and the one to have her and all that shit. You know, I always feel that you do not go off of. It's one thing, but a lot of people saying it, but you just don't go off of just one or two experiences because your experience might be different than theirs. And sometimes what you're hearing, you might find out you might find out the person they were talking shit about won't the one that was in the wrong. Period.
Right.
So
Very
it's yeah, and the business is catty, especially the business is catty.
true. Oh, it is. Like, um, I was working my regular job and I couldn't go to someone's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I was supposed to go, and I was like, okay, I'll get off work, I'll go home, take a shower, change, drive there,
Mm-hmm.
spend the night, and then drive back in the morning for work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that didn't happen. So there several people there at the party said I didn't come because of another girl, because they or the birthday guy and this girl is dating supposedly. And I was like, no, I didn't say that. I said I couldn't come. I was working, and that's what it was. I don't give two fucks who he or who she dates. I don't care because it's not my business. Just like it's not your business who's with me and if I'm dating someone or not dating someone, or if someone I know is dating someone. If it doesn't pertain to you, shut your fucking mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, just like when I first got in this industry, my first two shoots was with, um, I got paid for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in Vegas with a producer that's been in the business for over 20 years.
Okay.
Uh, AVN Hall of Fame, not nominated, in AVN Hall of
Right.
Fame. Okay, let's get that straight. Nominated and in something is two totally different things.
Oh yeah.
Um, but apparently, years ago, I think I, I don't know the whole story. Don't know, don't care. But everybody talks bad shit about him. So when AVN nominations came up and he was in one of them, as soon as people saw his name in there, they started bringing up all his old shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I never had any issues with him. I filmed with him 4 or 5 times
Mm-hmm.
and never had an issue with him. He never crossed my boundaries. He never did shit. He's all about business because this is what makes him money. This is his business. He has several websites.
I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this. Now, unless you're talking about that, this is how I feel about it. If if the guy, hypothetically speaking, is an asshole, that's one thing.
Right.
Now, if unless they're talking about doing some sexual assault or some battery or some shit, yeah, man, y'all kill that noise
Well,
because not every business deal or shoot is going to end on a great note.
correct. I mean, there was alleged some stuff that
Mm-hmm.
he allegedly did,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing was proven. It was basically her word, his word.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she wasn't the only one that said something, but with me, he did not cross my boundaries. I know other people he's shot with, and everything was fine. So,
I mean, it's like put it this way: you can't alienate.
right,
Okay, first of all, this ain't old school Hollywood where they used to do that shit. Like if you shot with somebody that was not well liked in the industry, of course it hurts you, or they'll say you be
correct,
blackballed, what have you. We in the content creator era, so it's kind of like, but I mean, because it like put it this way: if you didn't have a bad experience, well, you have a bad experience with them. You know what I'm saying? And the point being is, you can't control what he did, even whether he did something or not. Ain't got shit to do with you. So they can't. Why they even gonna bring it to you is amazing. You feel what I'm saying? And
oh, no,
two, sometimes people have the right to talk up for somebody that you know what I'm saying, because like I know this one male talent. He last year he got a lot of flack, and I saw girls speak up for him. You know, period. Because like I said, you don't know what happened between them two people in that room.
correct, correct.
And and two, let's just keep it 100. Y'all fuckers gonna believe the woman way quicker than the man. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep
That
it
is
100.
that is true. That is the truth. And the one thing I play devil's advocate. I try to look at both sides
Mm-hmm.
because there's two sides to every story, and somewhere is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, unless some, yeah, I'm just going to get my money and just, I
And
kind of mind my business. I mean, I really don't say anything about anybody. I don't call anybody out, or anything like that. Like, I had a content creator, dude. I filmed with him almost a year ago. And I was in Las Vegas for 4th of July. I filmed with him June 5th.
mm-hmm.
I was in Vegas for a week for 4th of July last year. I didn't get my content from him until July 4th, the day of July 4th.
Mm-hmm.
It was over a month. It took him to get me my stuff
But why ain't you just give you the raw uncut?
because you want me to tell you why?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't show his face. So when he filmed, his face was in it. So he wanted to edit his face out.
Then you just ask her not to. Okay. Okay. Okay.
But I mean, I used it, I shortened it down some more to what was, I'm going to say pretty much what the real
Uh,
time it took us
mm,
once we started, which was probably about 5 minutes. And I just cut it down and I used it as fuck a fan.
yeah.
I mean,
See, it's okay, cause y'all know normally we it's just what y'all love about me because we don't always go by format deal with people. So look, I'm about to say this. That's the reason why you fuck with professionals. And I tell any female that. As a man that's been in male talent for 15 years, producing the whole nine, now retired.
right,
Iron sharpens fucking iron. Our business is two things as a male talent. Keep your dick hard and put her in position to look good on fucking camera. If you can't do that, you don't need to be in the business. And that's why I hate when OnlyFans took over, the content creator era took over, because it became easy for dudes to get in the business. And a lot of these dudes don't know how to be male talent. One, like you said before, like you said at the beginning of the show, he should be able to shoot at least two fucking scenes. Not in a day within a 6 hour period.
right.
I,
And
I'm just saying.
that was my thing was like, dude, you can only, yeah, no, like, I don't get it. I don't get it with him. I,
So,
I
so we're gonna do this real quick. Let's have some fun. How did your sexy ass get into the business in the first place?
um, well, um, I had met. I was living in Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
and I was on Bumble and had met this guy, and we'll call him. We'll just call him Jay. So we hung out our first night. I mean, we drank, we smoked, we fucked. I left the next morning. So that happened a couple of times. And then one night we were doing it, and he said to me, "Have you ever thought about selling your pussy?" I was like, I ignored the question. I didn't say anything. I was just like, what the fuck?
Hold on.
Like
Wait a
myself
second.
into.
Dang, dang. Okay, first of all, it's so many ways you can take that. It's kind of like a compliment at the same time, a disrespectful compliment. Uh, because that means you got some bomb ass pussy, baby.
And I was like, I didn't know what to do. So like we finished whatever. And I think this was not the norm. I think I left at 3 a.m. I normally just leave at 6 or 7 in the morning. Well, I talked to him like maybe a week later, and I was like, "Yeah, why not? Let's talk about this some more." And
You know,
so we talked about it. I was gonna do some work for him.
mm-hmm.
He has a business. Anyways, it
And we talking in terms of meet and greets. Am I correct?
yes,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
it never happened. It never happened because his business partner and I got into it over the phone, and so my friend Jay, that owns most of the business, was taking my side
Uh,
because the business partner wasn't doing what he was supposed to do.
mm-hmm.
And so him and his Jay got into it. Anyways, me and Jay are still cool.
Mm-hmm.
To this day, it's been years. So then I started a Twitter after that,
Mm-hmm.
posting some pictures, and that producer in Las Vegas sent me a DM. I came to Vegas. I shot one scene on a Monday, one scene on a Tuesday. I left and I made my money.
Mm-hmm.
Those were my first two scenes ever.
Mm. Okay.
So it gets better. So he told me, hey, he sent me a DM and was like, hey, your first scene is going to come out the day before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, cool. I'm not thinking anything about it. My Twitter name is not my real name. How are you going to find me on Twitter, people?
Mm.
So it came out the day before Thanksgiving, the very first weekend of December. Everyone at my job found out.
Mm.
I walk into work on that Monday, and the guys are just wouldn't look at me. They had their head down. The other girls were just rude. And I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? And that day or the next day, I can't remember, the one of the desk managers said to me, everybody knows what you did. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I was totally confused. I totally forgot about my porn. I totally
Oh,
forgot about
everything else but the porn.
it. Right. I was thinking, well, I ain't done nothing crazy, so I don't know what is going on. Like, the porn was like poof out of my brain. And he starts showing me screenshots
Mm-hmm.
from me reposting my scene that came out
Mm-hmm.
with the producer and stuff. And they even went as far as, I don't know if they paid to see it, but they had more pictures than what was just.
Oh no, they paid to see if they had more pictures because that means they had to get a membership, which that is crazy as fuck that your employer paid to see.
And so I was like, I was so confused. So it took about a month before I found out the guy that spreaded everything at work.
Yeah.
But he told everyone. And when I tell you everyone, if he didn't have your cell number,
Mm-hmm.
he walked up to you with his phone and was like, look what she's doing.
And what was the purpose of doing it? Because apparently you didn't get fired. I don't think.
No, he didn't get fired.
I was saying you didn't get fired.
I didn't. I don't know. It was the fact that I think he wanted to tell something on me. Like, he always was the type of person that told everybody's
Tried to
business.
fuck you and you turned him down.
No, no, no. So gross. No. So
That's probably why. you probably didn't even notice. He probably tried to make plays at you, say little shit.
No, no, no. And when I found out, I never confronted him. I never walked up to him and said anything. I just didn't say shit.
Mm.
So then, about a year after that, I found out the female that sent all the screenshots to him for them to go and to show everybody.
Damn, damn.
And I was like, what did I do to y'all for y'all to put my shit out there? Like, it's already out there. And I had one of the guys that used to work with us that left there, he texted me and he's like, hey, is it true that you do porn? And I was like, who the fuck told you? He was like, no one. He goes, if you go to Google and this is what you put in, you come up as well.
See, I'm gonna tell you what's interesting, right? See, damn, well, this show done got deep quick. See, I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Right.
Everybody in my job knows from work. Everybody in my job knows from work. Actually, one my former manager got a membership. But but that proves my point about the difference between men and women. Women catch hell.
Oh, yeah. We catch hell.
Y'all catch hell. Me, it's hell, but it's kind of like for
Right.
example, I'm dating. They love to bring up the porn. One of the girls love calling me Big Dick Bob. Um, you see that I work in healthcare, so I mean it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? But with you, it's more of it's a joke with them with me. With you, it's more of a they're trying. It's a shame game.
Yes.
It's a,
Yes.
it's a. Oh, I can't believe you did that. Oh God. Ew.
Yeah.
Bitch, don't you gotta say? But I'm pretty sure if I go on your phone, you probably got a dick goggling in your mouth right about now. You just didn't put it out. You have the balls.
Maybe that's why, like, so the girl that started the shit, her aunt worked there, and so does her mom.
Mm-hmm.
And her mom and her aunt, of course, are sisters. And her aunt is in a higher position than what I was.
Uh,
And she had always been rude to me and she had always made comments, but whatever. My thing is, maybe if you would get down on your knees for your husband, he wouldn't try to leave you and divorce your ass. Maybe your first husband wouldn't divorce your ass if you would actually get on your knees and suck his dick and stop bitching about us white girls, how you don't like us white girls. Maybe you should do the shit that I'm doing and maybe your husband will stay. Yes, I'm single. I can't keep a man. And it's not because of sex, it's just because I'm fucking crazy sometimes. So, but I mean, it's the truth, but whatever. So,
mm,
maybe if you did that and worried about yourself and your own marriage and your own children and what your daughter is doing and stop worrying about me.
uh, it's like I said, my situation was just so happened. My weed man, who happens to be whose wife happened to work there, she he told her, and she told the whole building. Period. So it was kind of like, which I'm not ashamed of because my mama said it best. Don't be ashamed of what you got to do to feed your family. So
I
there you
understand that, but
go.
if we would have walked around and spreaded their shit, they would have been so mad.
Oh yeah, they be ready to fight you.
Yeah.
They be ready to fight you. So so fuck them. Now let's unpack your first two shoots, shall we? Because
Yes.
you are walking into this is a paid shoot, studio style shoot. So tell us about if you was nervous. What did they do to make you feel better and more comfortable on set, and your experience for the first time shooting.
Oh, so the funny thing is, my first shoot, I wasn't nervous. It was the second day I was nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Um, The first one, it was fine. It was him, I, the camera person,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just like very long but quick. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And it was fun. I was just like, huh, okay. I was like, I've done this before. Like, just think about if you record you and your man having sex, it's the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, I had a very good experience. So I can't, I've had very good experience at all the studios I've shot for. So to me, it was like quick, easy. It was natural and normal.
Mm-hmm.
The second day, I was so nervous, and I don't know why.
Now, actually, it was because it finally hit you that you actually did porn, and it kind of made you a little nervous.
I have no clue. I have no clue. But I was nervous that day, and they were like, "Why are you so nervous today?" I'm like, "I don't know." They're like, "You got your first one out of the way." I was like, I didn't know. And I'm always nervous every time I shoot.
Mm-hmm. No, don't get twisted. When I was shooting, I used to get nervousness, you know,
Yeah.
but it kind of helped me with it because once I got in it, I was
Yeah.
good,
Right.
period and everything. Because um, because when you're filming, you have to think to a certain extent, especially the male time. The female, not but so much because we kind of guiding
Right. Right.
you. And even to the point now, she still had to be very conscious where the camera is and also know her angles
Right.
because you do have some dudes that don't know how to angle women or know how to move women to make them look great on camera or what.
Right.
So you start getting the paid gigs. When did you start shooting content?
Um. So I did my first paid shoot, and then it was the following year.
Mm-hmm.
I started doing content,
Mm-hmm.
and I did. So every July, I would go to Vegas and do my paid shoot too.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't even think. I want to say I started doing content. It was, I think, in May of last year.
Okay. So up until then, you was really doing just mostly paid shoots for the most part.
I did two paid shoots with him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to say two more paid shoots
Mm-hmm.
before I started my content. And then I did a fifth paid shoot after I was doing my content. But
So
then,
go ahead.
then I worked for another studio. And then after that, I've done another studio and then another one. So yeah.
See, as y'all can tell, she gets lots of work, ladies and gentlemen. She stays pretty decently busy.
I mean, it's not like every single month, but you know, I've done, I would say my paid scenes, I've done 13 or 14.
I mean, but like, how many years you been to business?
Um, we're in 24. So content a year, paid shoots a year and a half.
So you had 13. Well, I mean, if you don't hush, talking about some, she got 13 paid shoots in a year and a half. Talking about some, I ain't done. Woman, there's a female that can't even get one paid shoot in a year. You got 13 in a year and a half. Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So with you, how did you go about doing your content shoots?
So I started doing some content in Arizona where I lived. And so there was a couple of guys. I did content with them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I don't know, it just like kind of started rolling.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Vegas for a week. So I was in Vegas for the 4th of July for a whole week
Mm-hmm.
and I shot content.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to a content house,
Mm-hmm.
shot content there. Um, Vegas again. So yeah, I don't know, got on Twitter and just started DMing, following, just doing all of that.
So it's like this. What do a guy have to bring to the table other than looking cute and have a big dick to get shoot content trade with you? Because you, I would think that your thought process of who you work with is going to be a little bit different than a girl that's doing the OnlyFans woman card. Because, like I said, you already do paid gigs. You shoot at a high level to begin with, so you already got you already starting to get and already, if not, have a strong name. So it's kind of like your judgment over who you will work with male talent wise. You probably gonna be a little bit harder on it than the average.
Um, Probably, I would say. I mean, I'll look at your content and then we'll go from there. I mean, I've gotten worse on who I'm going to film with since I moved to the East Coast just because if I do film another collab,
Mm-hmm.
then it's not going to be like it was before.
Mm-hmm.
I filmed a lot in one time. Now it'll just be every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if I do a paid shoot, I'll do a paid shoot, but um, I'd rather do a paid shoot than anything.
Well, depending on where you at in the East, well, the East Coast, well, travel wise, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of talents that know that you're on the East Coast will probably reach out to you and holler at you, especially after this interview.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot where I'm at, but getting tested as well is very expensive. It's like $205. So that goes into my thought process of me spending $205. I'm not going to do it for one collab or two collabs.
Yeah. No, even with me, when I work with girl, we shot for a whole fucking weekend.
Yeah,
Because I'm the type of person I want you to leave with at least 12 to 15 scenes, bare minimum.
right. Yeah, I mean, I have to make sure it's worth my while. And if it's not, I'm not going to shoot now just to shoot.
Yeah.
Like,
So do you do solo content?
nope.
She said, nope, quick. so so with well, it's safe to say because you have a lot of girls that shoot a lot of content, right?
Right.
Part of that is they added the solo content or what have you. So for you, is it you're more focused on the quality than the quantity? Is it safe to say?
Yes, that is one of the changes that I'm making. Yep.
Yeah, because
I have someone that edits all of my stuff. He
mm,
is very good at editing. So I send him my stuff and then he edits it
mm,
and it's great.
mm. So shoot, because the reason why I say that is you don't seem like you worried about dropping a bunch of scenes.
No, not
You know what
anymore.
I'm from? Because I mean, let's keep it 100. You see how the girls do? They damn to be dropping one every fucking day almost. You know, period. Why is that? And it's a reason why I'm asking this because my fans know why because of the stuff that I talk about on this podcast. Why is the reason why you're not so worried about dropping like that?
Well, for one, I'm gonna say I don't fully depend on this business to pay my bills. I have a job. I have a full-time job. You know,
Yeah.
so again, I'm not, this right here is a little extra money. It's like not, it doesn't pay my bills. I
This
don't,
business though. I mean, you get where I'm coming from. Because even from talking to you, it's you have some girls that treat it just a hustle.
right,
Which just from talking to you, no, you don't treat it as a hustle. You treat it as a business. Because let me tell you why. Because if you treat it as a hustle, you wouldn't be sitting complaining this nigga couldn't keep a dick up. You'll be happy with just 6 minutes. That's good enough for me, boo. You know what I'm saying? So that
right,
tells me that this is a second job for you in many ways. You know,
right.
and plus the fact that yes, you have a 9 to 5, you're not so rushed or pressed to drop scenes. You
No,
know, and you get paid gigs.
right.
So
I mean, so it's, I don't know. I just look at it a little different now. And I'm not saying anything bad if this is your full-time job. Please do not take it like that. And the reason I'm saying that is because my wonderful, amazing roommate does content as well and gets paid gigs too.
yeah,
And me and her met through me doing a paid gig. Um, and she does this full time. This is how she pays her bills. And I give it to her. But
mhm.
for me, I don't have to.
Well, if you want to be technical about it, I'm gonna keep 100 with you. You know how many motherfuckers in this business got a job?
Um,
A lot.
a lot, and you need to.
And because you want to know why? Kind of hard to go to a runner and say, "Hey, runner, I do OnlyFans and porn."
Right.
Also, that means you got to do bank stubs and stuff like that. Why versus if I have a job, all I got to do is give you 2 pay stubs and get the fuck out of my face.
And yeah. I mean, there comes a lot of reasons of why you need to have a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't have to be 9 to 5, but you need to have a job with the pay stubs because of those reasons. I mean, apartments and buying a car, they're going to ask for a lot more. Yeah. You have to show some is 3 to 4 months of consistent amount going into your account. And so,
And see, and that's the other part of it is porn money is not consistent. Do not
right,
let people fool you. Don't let the motherfucker that sit there talking about, see, I made 6 figures. They made 6 figures for that one goddamn month. The next money was zero.
right. So, I mean, and you spent all your money because you thought you was going to make it this. So, yeah, no. I mean, I had a female talent content creator. I don't, she's been in it a year.
Mhm.
She said to me, if your porn money can't pay for your porn stuff, then you don't need to do it. But that's not true. But it is true because when you first get started, what money are you gonna fucking use? You ain't got no porn money. So for some of us,
Mhm.
yes, in the long run,
Mhm.
is it maybe gonna equal out? Yes.
That's
Uh,
the point that people miss is that this is a marathon, not a sprint. Let's make that clear. Two,
right,
the real money in porn is the longer you be in it. I am a prime example. I'm retired. My shit is still selling. I make money in my sleep. I get 5 checks of goddamn money.
right,
What? That's the whole point. It takes time. The problem is that with the OnlyFans, social media, and all the flexing, people posting how much they made on OnlyFans, period. When I see that, I say, okay, give them a year. The next year, you do not see them because this is a business. Regardless
right,
if it's a side business, you side hustle, what have you, because why? You need paperwork. Okay. There's rules. There's certain sites you can post certain type videos and all that
Yep.
good stuff. Period. Yes, you have to be tested. Oh, by the way, you also got to be very smart in your personal sex life, which means that when she said lonely, you ain't getting it. Why the hell you think the dudes are so thirsty? They ain't getting no pussy outside of it. They can't.
I mean, I
And
can't
women,
speak for everyone, but for me, the only sex I've had this year
mm,
has been content, and that has been my 3 paid scenes I did
mm,
in April. Oh, that's it.
boo boo, I'm not even porn no more. I ain't had nothing to you.
It's May,
But
and I only had sex 3 times, and it was my paid shoots.
yeah, because the simple fact of that, one, not only on the dating end, we know how dudes can be. But even more so, we got to think about our testing.
Right.
Because even with married couples in the porn business, if the husband vanilla, he still got to be tested too. Period.
Just
That's
because he doesn't do porn doesn't mean that he's not dipping his stick somewhere else.
because trust me, it's like, I mean, it, one, that test costs too much to become up. You come up, you come up positive for shit.
You know, knock on wood, never, but I would freak out. I would freak out.
But see, that's the thing that I think content creators and people, because I keep saying this, if you want to continuously make money in this business, you have to evolve in this business.
Right.
A lot of girls, they choose to do the toy because of shame. Y'all know how I feel about that. Because of shame. Because it's easier to tell your family that you fuck yourself with a dildo than you fucking somebody. Yeah, I'm talking about they can have a boyfriend and really do no, because I don't want them to know, and I'm worried about a baby that I haven't had yet that's gonna see it. I'm like, why are you doing it?
I mean, it's always going to be out there, but
Yeah, I mean,
it's,
but to me, it's like this. It's how you make money. It's
yeah,
fucking legal.
right. It is. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I I will say this: there is a few guys that are from Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
and they do content, and they have really, really, they're going places,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing but big ups to them. Um, so there's a few in Arizona I will say that
Mm-hmm.
are pretty good, and then a few that
Yeah.
aren't.
So shoot. So are you planning to go to any conventions?
No, I went to the AVNs this year and was highly disappointed.
I heard a lot of that.
Yeah, I was like,
From the red carpet to the convention itself.
I won't go back.
We still love you, ABN, because I was nominated, but still, I can't help what the people said. So don't be mad at me.
Some people was nominated that didn't even need to be nominated.
I can't wait to get home to bring some smoke because we really gonna chop it up.
I'm just saying. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it all is political anyway, no matter what. In any award show, in any genre, it's gonna have a political side to it. So trust and believe. Like I said, it was a surprise that the plug won. No, it's not. Adam 22, baby. Certain people just gonna win certain awards. So now, Do we do anal?
Nope.
Done with that. Was there something you ever try in this lifetime? Okay.
Nope.
Say no more. Have you or you have interest in or looking to do a gangbang?
Yes.
Ooh, okay, okay. So, what would be the perfect number for your gangbang?
I don't even know. Um, I would say maybe five.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So, what about a gangbang that turns you on? What you like about it?
It's just the different varieties all at once.
A dick overload.
Yeah, just overload.
Oh my goodness. So, are we into BDSM, bondage, any of that
I,
good stuff?
so yes, on the BDSM, but not. I do not leave bruises on me. Do not leave webs. No blood. Nothing like that. I don't do anything with electrocution. Anything like that. But I do have a BDSM scene that is out, and
Mm-hmm.
it is on my mini vids.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
Well, I mean, there are many types of BDSM because you don't have to have the tied up bondage, beat the
I
shit out your ass shit. You know,
but
you got like I did a primal scene before where the girl pretended to be a cat.
oh yeah, no. I do like to be tied up.
Ooh,
I do like that. Yes, yes. I actually have my BDSM that I did. I had a collar on. My hands were tied. Yes, it was very nice. And then I have another scene I did at the AVNs with someone, and he did tie me up, or my hands were in handcuffs, and I did have my collar on.
ooh.
Yes, yes, because I like to be choked. I mean, so
Stop it! You gonna make me have a crush on you? You gonna make me have a crush on you? Yeah.
I'll tell you this. I remember there's only been one guy that did this to me, and after he did it to me, I was like, I love it. Um, we were in the middle of some shit, and he literally just spit in my mouth. I was like, I'm
You
in love.
like my co-host, Miss Spit Queen.
I was like,
Turned
yes.
his ass on like a motherfucker, didn't it?
I, let me tell you.
see, see, that's the beauty of our business. It allows us the greatest discovery when it comes to sexuality
Yes,
because we have to be open and open-minded to even do this business and
very.
everything. So, and even with me, it's like shit. The more nasty, freaky the scene was, the more intense I got with it. I'm like, yes, but them the type of scenes that people want to see because it's about being memorable and everything. So that's how I look at it. So it like this with you, because you have done paid gigs and what have you. What are some of the things that male times can do to help females relax and be and establish chemistry?
Oh, well, I'm kind of different because I want you to be you, if that makes sense. Just relax and be you. For me, I hate to say this, but this is just common knowledge, but maybe some guys don't do this. But first of all, hygiene is very important. First, it'd be hot sometimes, okay? It'd be hot. Um, I would say just be yourself and Don't try to rush.
You see, maritime. I keep telling people, on porn set is called workplace flirting. It's encouraged. Now, it's different between being thirsty and flirty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How you know the difference? You better read the fucking room, idiot. Because remember, first of all, you guaranteed to get the pussy anyway because you're there. So,
Right.
what more you gonna do, nigga? You guarantee. The whole point is just don't make her feel uncomfortable. That's the key. So,
Right.
because even to, excuse me, because the point being is it's a dance between me and you. You making me feel wanted, I
Mm-hmm.
make you feel wanted because we're trying to develop this chemistry. Because even though yes we are fucking, it's not about the fuck. It's about you're trying to bring intensity,
Right.
freakiness, and the whole nine. The more comfortable I am with her, the more I'm gonna let loose. The more
Right.
comfortable she is with me, the more she gonna let loose.
Oh yeah. And like it's crazy because I mean, sometimes some of my scenes are gonzo, so it's straight into stuff. It's
Mm-hmm.
like we talk for a minute and then we start our scene. Like you have just a split second to like be comfortable with this person. It's and yes, do you get more comfortable with different people? Yes. Like there's some guys I've filmed with, I'm more comfortable with them
Mm-hmm.
and would love will do more scenes with them because I'm more comfortable with them.
Yeah,
And then it's the same thing. I'm more comfortable with some girls than I am other girls.
yeah. Because and that's the whole key. It because to me it's like that's the difference between the paid gig and the content trade shoot. The content trade shoot, you have time to kind of feel each other out because y'all
Right.
gonna sparring back and forth. With the paid shoot, y'all might not talk until time of the shoot, meaning y'all about to fuck.
Mhm.
Because you was in the makeup chair about to do these pretty girl pics, and and you focus on taking pics at that time. You didn't think about talking to his ass, you
Oh, I
know.
know.
So now I'm gonna ask you this then. In the situations because people don't realize that yes we fuck, but sometimes chemistry ain't kind of there.
Right.
Scene ain't flowing right. How do you handle those situations?
Well,
I ask good questions, don't I?
I'm just gonna say fake it till you make it.
See, it was that simple of an answer. Yeah,
I
you know,
mean,
because
there
even to the
was
point, I don't ask you, do you ridicule? I mean, because you had girls that ridicule him, dude, make him feel worse than what he already feel.
no. If for some like there's I know someone I film with and we've shot twice. I know we always use fake cum.
Mm-hmm.
I know this and I'm cool with it. He told me I'm like good with it.
Well, it's not that he can't get it hard; he just can't pop.
Not in the short amount of time.
Mm.
I guarantee you if we went longer
Mm.
and I
Oh
guarantee
no, I worked with a dude that we had to do what was well we didn't do the fake cum. We did what I call the Playboy. We faded it out, or he did a fake like cream pie type shit, or
right.
have what I'm saying, kind of fake it, like you said, fake it till you make it to a certain extent. But that is crazy when you got a dude that can sit here and I remember this because this dude pounded the girl for 45 minutes, did not pop.
Wow.
45 minutes did not pop. I said he was sitting there, butt that nigga with the dick out, thinking that we're gonna finish. I'm like, dude, scene is over, man. She can't take no more.
I know some guys that can pop on command. Like I two of my scenes I did in April, the guys had to, hey, time to pop, and they would pop. And I'm like, it is insane. Like I know a lot of guys that can pop on command, and I'm just like, that's crazy.
I used to have a mental clock on how long a scene was, and then I pop. But sometimes I'd be off like 5 minutes or something. I was like, how long was that one? 20. Damn, I thought we did 30.
You're like, it felt
30
like 30 minutes.
Now, mind you, we got all the positions within that time frame now.
I know.
but
Yeah, it can be crazy.
oh yeah. So people, I done held this gorgeous lady up here for an hour, and y'all know we ain't even touched the surface because there's a lot we didn't get to talk about. So I got to ask her the $1,000,000 question. Miss Nikki James, can I call you a smoke buddy?
Yes, you can.
Say no more. So you will see her back here on the Smokers Lounge, and one of the two ways to get extra content from the Smokers Lounge. Y'all gonna see her on the Premium Smoke Room. You know what it is. 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. 3 gorgeous hosts that you're gonna fall in love with. And all this is on Loyal Fans. You know what that means? It gets more provocative, it gets more candy, it gets more crazier, it gets more wilder, it gets more unpredictable. Tits come out, dildos might come out. You don't know unless you subscribe. And in the video store, you get to see me in action. You get to see me give them ladies, some of these ladies, well, not the ones I'm interviewing. This is when I was actually working. I'm retired now. Giving them the business, if you know what I mean. Now, the second way you can get content, Savage Smoke. This is where I talk to the top male talents in the business, and we chop it up about the women, the industry, being men in the business, sexuality in the business, and all that good shit from a male perspective. And it's on Spotify for my Spotify users only. Plus a special treat, I have archived episodes of the Premium Smoke Room podcast that's not on Loyal Fans, as well as limited podcast series that I have done, as well as a few other tidbits that you'll enjoy. So, with that being said, Miss Nikki James, again, tell these smokers where they can spend money on you, baby.
Hey, go to my Twitter, XXX Nikki James, and there's a link in my bio. If not, first thing pops up. You can find me on MiniVids, Loyal Fans. That's where you can get my spicy stuff.
Yes. See, Loyal Fans, y'all should make me a sponsor podcast for y'all. You know how many people I interview that got Loyal Fans and the Premium Smoker on Loyal Fans? Give me some goddamn money, people. So with that being said, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Miss James, tell everybody good night.
Good night, guys.
Deuces.